You aren't lazy and you aren't a failure. You're just stuck in the 99% loop. You have done everything they told you to do. You studied, you worked, you waited. You got yourself all the way to the finish line, but the gate is locked. You're living a life that is almost perfect, almost successful, and almost happy. But in this world, almost is the most painful place to be. It's like being thirsty while standing right next to a glass of water you aren't allowed to touch. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to glide through life? They don't seem smarter than you. They don't even work as hard as you. But for them, the doors just open. For you, every step feels like walking through mud. That is because the system is designed to keep you at 99%. It wants you hopeful enough to keep working, but never successful enough to stop needing them. The most dangerous trap isn't failing, it's being fine. You have a roof, you have food, and you have a routine. You're comfortable enough to not complain, but dying enough to not feel alive. You wake up, you perform your role, and you go back to sleep. You are a 99% version of yourself, and that last 1%, the part that actually dreams, is being deleted a little bit every single day. Think about how much of your life you have spent waiting for the weekend, waiting for promotion, waiting for someone to finally see how much work you're putting in. But here's the secret they won't tell you. Nobody is coming to save you. There is no admin who is going to fix your code. The longer you wait for permission, the more the world learns to ignore you. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you're handing your life over to the version of you that gave up. Tomorrow is a graveyard of 99% versions. The only difference between you and the people you admire is that they decided that 99% was an insult. They decided to break the system instead of trying to fit into it. Take a look at your face while the screen goes black. Look at your eyes. There's a look of "is this it?" is staring back at you. You had so many plans. You had so much fire. But now, you just feel like a passenger in your own body. You are watching your life happen to you instead of making it happen for you. You walk through the city and you realize you're just a pixel in a giant photo. If you stopped moving, the crowd would just flow around you like water around a stone. It is a terrifying feeling to realize that you are replaceable, that your boss, your friends, and even your city wouldn't skip a beat if you weren't there. There's a voice inside you that screams every time you settle for less. It's a quiet scream, but it's always there. It screams when you say yes to the things you hate. It screams when you keep your mouth shut to stay safe. You have spent so much time silencing that voice that you have started to forget what it sounds like. The system gives you small crumbs to keep you in the loop. A little bit of entertainment, a little bit of comfort, a little bit of likes on a screen. These are digital painkillers. They don't fix the wound, they just make you forget that you're bleeding out. You're being paid in distractions while they steal your time. Think about the person you promised you would become. That version of you is standing in the dark, waiting for you to show up. Every time you choose the easy path, you're pushing that person further into the savage. You're spending your potential like it's a bank account with infinite money, but the balance is almost zero. Regret doesn't come all at once. It's a slow poison. It's the feeling of waking up at 40 and realizing you spent 20 years preparing to start. You have been a student of life, but you never actually lived. You have been a 99% version for so long that you've forgotten how to be 100%. You spend hours watching other people live their dreams through a piece of glass. You feel a spark of inspiration, and then you click the next video. That spark dies. You are using other people's success as a drug to numb the pain of your own stagnation. You're a spectator in a world that needs players. You tell everyone you're busy, but being busy is not the same as being productive. You're just running on a treadmill. You are sweating, you're tired, and you're working hard, but you're still in the exact same spot. You're busy protecting the 99% loop instead of breaking it. The gap between 99% and 100% feels like a mile, but it's actually an inch. It's the distance between thinking and doing. It's the moment you stop asking for the manual and start writing your own. Most people will never cross that inch because they're afraid of the wind on the other side. You have two choices when you finish this video. You can go back to the loop, you can go back to being the person in the background that nobody sees, or you can realize that the loading bar is a lie. You don't need to wait for 100%, you're already enough to start. The system failure isn't you, It's the world you are trying to please. Stop trying to ghost in your own story. The world is full, but it's full of people who are asleep. Wake up. Break the code. The last 1% isn't something you find, it's something you take.